Hi, I'm Mike Regan with Transact's 2-Minute Warning for the week of April 27th, and we're here to talk about how predictable surprises can impact your transportation budgets. Over the years, I've interacted with a lot of presidents and CEOs, and one of the things I've learned is that these executives hate to be blindsided. They hate to see bad things happen and have their people in the organization say, wow, we never saw it coming. Now, I bring this up because last week I was asked to speak to a group of senior executives in the transportation and supply chain space. And one of the things they asked me to speak about is the topic of predictable surprises. Now, for those of you who watch our 2-Minute Warnings, you've heard me talk about predictable surprises. And one of the things we emphasize is that if you take a look at what's happening in the transportation marketplace, it foretells what you're going to be actually experiencing. So the rate increases we saw in 2014 and continue to see in 2015, entirely predictable. The disruptions that we saw at the West Coast ports in the third and fourth quarters of 2014 and on into the first quarter of 2015, entirely predictable. Now, with that thought in mind, we want to encourage you to go to Transact.com and take a look at some of the resources we've provided, because these resources will help you understand what's going on in the transportation marketplace and how you need to budget for these type of issues as you go forward in 2015 and 2016. For example, there's the interview with Derek Leathers. It's a great interview. Almost 2,000 people have listened to it, and we've gotten outstanding feedback. There's the webinar that John Cutler did for NASTRAC that talks about the regulatory tsunami. We've got the PowerPoint slides. In this 2-minute warning, though, we want to talk to you about a new resource we just posted. It's something that you absolutely must read. Andy Ahern, our friend out in Arizona, puts out a weekly newsletter. Now, Andy's company does a lot of work advising transportation companies, and last week he wrote a letter about why so many transportation companies are up for sale. Now, some of you may say, Mike, why is this important for me to understand? Folks, if you take a look at the small to mid-sized trucking companies, the kind of companies that Andy was talking about, he gives you an in-depth understanding about how the acquisition activity and consolidation that we may experience will have a direct impact on your capacity for the remainder of 2015 and 2016. It's something you can anticipate. It's an entirely predictable surprise. So go to Transact.com and take a look at Andy Ahern's letter. Andy did a great job of summarizing the key issues. Now, with each and every 2-minute warning, we're here to remind you, we are on your team, we're here to help, and we are passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.